All right, let's see. Are we good? I think we're good. Oh. There we go. Yes, it's Saturday morning. Well, come on in. There we go. Alrighty, are we all ready? Sat here, I've got my coffee, everything's set up. Oh. Alrighty then. Oh. Let's see, is there anything to buy on Steam is the question. Don't look likely. I mean, there are things I'd probably enjoy, but will I actually play them? Or will I just end up playing more Ark Raiders? Ay, ay, ay. All right. Well, looks like we're going to have a lonely stream at this rate. Oh. It's funny because I thought pushing back the thing, like, not only does it give me more time to have a rest after work, I thought more of the people that were showing up a bit late would be able to show up on time. But here we go. Here we are. I don't think this week is a good example. Oh yeah, I mean, it is Christmas week, I guess. I mean, we'll see. Twitch is telling me that we got like several people in chat who have yet to speak. So we'll find out on that one. But yeah, it's all good though. All good in the hood. God, okay. My TikTok video talk about Scrappy the Hoarder has nearly 2,000 views. What the what the hell is that? It's a bit weird, the things that go big. Like, most of them cap out at 700 something views. So yeah, here's... Oh. Turn off the sound. Oh lordy. Oh dear. Hmm. we got here? I don't know, I'm just looking through Steam games and World Turtles is 40% off, but I don't know if I'd even play it. Roman Triumph. Survival City Builder? What are you trying to survive against? Ghouls? Yeah, not sure if I'll get much. I've already got a bunch of games I'm playing. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm trying to weigh up. Like, there's a bunch of games, I kind of like the idea of it. I kind of like the idea of playing a lot of these games. That's why they're on my wish list. But I'm looking at, like, do I really want to spend money on them? Just for them to sit in my Steam Deck, in my Steam catalogue indefinitely. Did discover a funny bug yesterday. Can't level up my bow by firing arrows with it. Have to whack zombies on the head with it. Wait, what? E2E, which one's this? This is a bit sad, isn't it? My older Minecraft mod pack. Okay. I don't know. Hey, Mutated. Welcome on in. I mean, it's unfortunate, but the way it's looking, we got 10 more minutes before I intend to start. If we don't have people here, we'll have to go play something else. Oh, Fight Crab 2 is 30% off. Fight Crab. Okay, cool. Hey, Komori's here. Crab God is 60% off. Is it actually? That is my game of the year for last year. So, you know, if you don't already have Crab God, now's the time. You could get the best game, according to me, of 2024. Let me have a look. Let's search a store. Crab God. £6.70. God, it's been more than a year since I last played it. It's one of those games I'll leave it installed thinking, oh, I'll go back to that one day. Nah. But I will. I want to go clear it. Build your little ecosystem up. Gotta go be a crab god. Did I get... Yeah, I did get a supporter pack. Let's see. Developer Chaos Theory Games. They've only done Crab God. Oh, okay. Prelude, Dark Pain, Rias 2, Exsanguinous, Sanguius. That looks cool. Yeah, I wonder. Let me have a look, because it did get nominated for an award. How's Anna looking? Dream Barbecue. Oh yeah, no, the base game's free, right? God damn it, everyone should have this. Damn. Alright, so Shadow Moon, welcome on in as well. It's unfortunate, but it appears we do not have a chief. GG, easy. I mean, it will be, because I'll go play Ark Raiders instead in a few minutes. If we don't get any chiefs in. Like, there's no point playing the game if we don't have a faction. Everyone move outside. Be alert for trumpets. What? What's the trumpets doing? How was my Xmas? It was good. Had an alright time. The ending when the Chiefs' benches are empty and the horn blower. Oh yeah, no. Okay, yeah. It is the horn blower ending. But yeah, I've had a good Christmas. Hope everyone else had a good Christmas, those of you that are here. Oh. Ain't no more tooting. Do it. If he has King 50 II next Dynasty, maybe I should replace the monarch image with his floating head. Oh my god. It could do. Oh. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the next Dynasty goes. Ugh. Oh, speaking of, hold on. Is Kaji doing his Froggo Dynasty again? Was that over the weekend? I can't remember what he said. Let me have a brief look. It's Sunday. It's tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. I love it. I know you didn't intend for the Spy Master Frog to be that small, but I hope you kept it that way, because that was really funny. Zach, welcome on in. Unfortunately, kept it. Lovely, lovely. It was that and the Archbishop with the little strawberry hat. The Architect, ooh. Does he have like a little hammer or something? Oh dear. Without his strawberry, heresy. Terrible. What even is going to be the... Because I know you're modding the events. Is it somebody got drunk and ate my strawberry? Wow. What do we reckon then, everyone? For those of you that are here, the Chiefs have not shown up. I am terribly sorry. But we will probably have to have a change of plans. So let's see, what should we do? Chiefs ripping pepperoni, never forgetty. Never forgetty my spaghetti. Play Age of Empires? What? Random requests from there, the back over there. Age of Empires? I don't even know if I own it, actually. I've got the Age of Wonders game. Which, yeah. Civ 6 with mods. Never modded it in my life. I don't even have it installed, actually. Fuck. What sort of things are we feeling, everyone? Are we feeling anything particularly strong? I could always scratch the itch of Ark Raiders, but I have streamed a lot of that. Yeah, but I don't even have the game installed. Yeah, let's see. And like, even if I did, I'd never really use mods for anything. Let's see, I played Overboss on stream the other day. That was fun, but... Oh no, Civ 6 I've played. And I played Age of Wonders, but not Age of Empires. I'm pretty sure they're similar enough. They're not similar at all. Oh! Whopper! We were just talking about what to play instead of King of the Castle because we had no chiefs. And lo behold, Whopper has appeared. Ladies and gentlemen, you shall go to King of the Castle. We have a chief, they're not blowing the horn. Yay! Yeah, no, we were just sat here like, oh, it's time to start the game and no one's showing up. Just bought Civ 6 like 90% off. There's a Naruto, what, Konoha? I imagine, yeah, it's gonna be some weeby nonsense, right? Alright then, let me put my coffee cup by the sink and we'll, Well, I started late. No, I talked about it last week. I put it in my thing. I'm going to be starting at 2 o'clock my time from now on. The hope is I can come back from work, have something to eat, have a breather, and, like, not be falling asleep while playing King of the Castle. It sounds really bad, actually. Honest, guys, I do like this game. I just... also like to have a nap in the middle of it. But yeah, welcome on in. I know it's our first time doing it. People are busy with the aftermath of Christmas. Yeah, I think Morgrim said that. So we'll see what it's like next week. But welcome on in, everyone, right? The 6 of you that are here. You're on the ground floor of Queen Titus II. Let me just organise all this. Hey, Vivi's here as well. Welcome. Advisor lurking, thank you. Welcome. So make that the 8 of you or so. Welcome on in. Hope you all had a really good Christmas. And I hope we can all have a good game today. Maybe have a good game. Maybe all be fun and happy and have a nice little kingdom where we get along together. Maybe. We are going to be playing with Queen Titus II. We do not celebrate Christmas here. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I believe I've met people from your neck of the woods who were Christian. I don't know if they're like a small minority group, maybe. But because of that, like my image of your country was that there was a fair few Christians about. Many people in... Yeah, I know, not many are. But, like, the 2 people I've met from your particular country, I'm not going to, like, tell people where you're from and all that. But the 2 people I've met from there were both, like, really devout Christians, so I assumed that there was a strong Christian representation there. But whatever the case, happy holidays, season's greetings, whatever it is, wherever you are. Orthodox Christmas in early Jan. Ah, those Orthodox. I was going to say something really stupid. I think they're better than other Christians, but I'm not even a Christian. So, like, yeah, secular public holiday. Yeah, there we are. German Christmas is... Wait, is it? German Christmas? Wenschenschaffen. What? Weihnachten. I can't even speak. What is this? Commemoration of the birth of Jesus. Starts the 24th through to the 26th. Okay. There are 2 days of Christmas. Yeah, I think the Aussies get a freebie. They get a bit of a freebie when turning on your lawnmower could constitute a bushfire. Yeah, there's always some weirdos, Shadow Moon. Like, just be happy with your holiday. Oh. Just enjoy it for what it is. App the sign is off, by the way. Yeah. Let's put it on. I'm going to bring up the sign anyway. Sorry, I got sidetracked by whether or not Christian is Christian. Christmas is a thing. All right, everyone, brace yourselves. Queen Titus is here. There she is. We got Courageous, inherited from Titus the First. We've also got Manipulative, and the True Snob is today's little touch of charm. We're never going to back down and happily throw ourselves into danger when needed. And we love to play nobles off one another and always allow for one side to win when they are in conflict. Finally, we hate the peasants. They're awful. They're terrible. Fuck them. We are so much better than them. Let them eat cake, etc., etc., etc. Smelly peasants, that's right. Which faction is a lineage from? Patricians. King Titus was a patrician pick. Pro-classism mean? Classism is thinking you're better than everyone else. What's this? Mutated. Thank you for the lurk. There we go. So yeah, we are definitely going to go for a military ambition to be followed up with a authority ambition. Classism is another word for the caste system. I mean, it's like a state of mind. Classism means that I'll return if it improves. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, I rolled an anti-farm, and it's like, okay, how do I spin this? Because farming is synonymous with the peasantry, really. I'll have to try and get a bit creative if I do it again, because I think this is the third person I've had where their anti-farm trait has essentially just been, peasants are bad. But here we are. Everyone, brace yourselves. We're going to ratchet on in and take a look at the state of the kingdom now. Alright, there it all is. And you know what? The kingdom isn't looking terrible. I mean, the Pats could do with a little bit of trade. That could do with a bit of a touch-up. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it's all pretty good. It's all pretty good. Okay, so let's introduce ourselves to the council. Welcome on in. Those that have joined us, those that are playing with us right now. In the Barons, we are joined by Baron Komori II, Baron Zapazak, and Baron Shadow Moon. Welcome on in to our Barons. With the Chiefs, we got Chief Viviridia II. Welcome. Chief Whopper. And Chief Advisor. Welcome on in, Advisor. And finally, we got Patricians. We have Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie Bush and Lady Patrician Morgrim. Welcome on in to the Pats. Pro-classism means you support segregation between rich and poor. Yes, there you are. The upper crust and the great unwashed masses. Didn't say she'd be a good queen. Just that she'd be a queen. Alrighty, let's get on in and start as always with the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I shall be a conqueror, much like my father before me. A warrior queen is sure to be remembered fondly, if she wins more battles than she loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. I conquered the people's hearts with fear. That's your father more tyrant than conqueror? Yes. Gonna be just like him. Alright, let's glad hands with everyone. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the council of nobles. Alright, who have we got from the chiefs of the north? Hey, it's Whopper. Good luck in the days ahead, your highness. You'll need it dealing with us lot. Who have we got from the patricians of the coast? A pleasure, your serene highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Thank you, Mutated. And finally, from the barons, we have Komori here. Hail and well met, your majesty. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? Yes. In short, yes. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your father, but now it is your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. All right, let's get it over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Let's have a look. What am I about today? Authority and military. I'm not particularly keen on any of these, but we're going to do something. I'm going to veto the no need for coronation. Everyone, voting is open on the coronation vote. A for a lavish parade, B for a procession with a religious ceremony, or C, throw the queen in the river. Ugh. All right then. I believe that's everyone. The river it is. It is decided the queen will be thrown in the river. 3 nobles AFK, yeah. We had a couple of lurks. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurtling you into a shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Alright, here we are. Yvette of the Zapazak bloodline, looking pretty cool. The ice blue hair, the little smug smile. Charismatic marcher prodigy stands bathed in before a blazing heath, shouting and swearing. When have the barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never. I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. King Henry VIII drip. Yeah, I always used to think of those little tassels as like being a speaker system. We got A, sorcery, B, doppelganger, or C, modernization for the barons. With sorcery, you cut a deal with a wizard. Doppelganger, you look for a body double to replace me with. Or with modernization, you try and spruce up your army. Barons, what will it be for today's game? Komori, Zack, Shadow Moon. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'll do a quick countdown in chat and then we'll move on. 3, 2, 1. It's, oh, no need. Zack, welcome back. Looks like it's doppelganger. The barons plan to swap the real queen for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the barons must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Harley of the Advisor clan, well-known northern rascal, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning on as if in a trance. Harley is looking pretty... like the sort of rounded head with the beard looks nice. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne. Not this imposter, Queen Titus II. How do we make that happen? How do we make that happen? We have A, subterfuge, B, intimidation, and C, prophecy. What will it be? No toot, tootless. Will you go for subterfuge and try to replace my most trusted advisor? Will it be intimidation? Try and strong arm me out of the throne? Or will it be prophecy? Will you listen to old Wazy? It's looking like prophecy. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before a new tyrant rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. The old stones are right. Quinta as well, of the Morgan Moon family, infamous coastal entrepreneur. Squirrels will well use quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Quinta looks reserved, let's say. Fellow patricians of the coast. My claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Titus II. Something must be done. Okay, what do we got? Uprising, conspiracy, or corruption? Uprising, relying on the peasants, conspiracy, trapping me with a dirty loan, and corruption, bribery. Morgrim says bribery, and I believe Morgrim has the commanding vote. As mutated is still away. Not fond of any of these, really. No, they're all patrician scheme. Well, uprising's the peasant scheme, but... Pat's plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they will ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Okay. Right, for today's Rogues Gallery, let's have a look. We got Yvette, questionable claimant. In the march, the barons are pursuing a doppelganger scheme. And to start out with, they want to lower their own defiance to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Currently at 2. Should be pretty doable. Could be. We got Harley, our treacherous half-sibling. In the north, they and the chiefs are pursuing the prophecy scheme. And they want to raise the kingdom's authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons' time. Authority is currently at 5 altogether. And finally, Quinta, our distant cousin in the coast, together with the Pats, is pursuing the corruption scheme. To start off with, they want to lower the kingdom's authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. So, a bit of a tug of war here between the chiefs and the patricians. We'll see how it plays out. You know what? You know what? Golden choice. We are not above it today. Consider it a tasty little treat for those of you that are here. Okay, alright. New baby and new plague. Ooh, exciting. Fantastic news. New plague. Ugh. New baby. Ugh. Disgusting baby. Ugh. Ugh. Let's have a look at this new plague. Your Highness, the march has been struck with a plague. Not just any plague, a dancing plague. Explain this to me. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves after death. I mean... I don't really care. It's just peasants, am I right? Just peasants doing peasant things. They probably made it up just so they could dance all day instead of working. Alright, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and back. That's Skatosh. Hello, welcome. Have you joined us? Oh, someone has. Was that Nilawa joining? Skatosh, there you go. You're in the patricians. Welcome aboard. How you doing? And who voted there at the end? I've got the votes turned off on what I'm looking at, actually. There's Nilawa. Well, come on in. It's time to dance, baby. A dancing plague might bring some life to the masses. Why not let it spread? Soon, half the kingdom is dancing round the clock as the plague hits other regions, including the capital. Productivity is down, crops are rotting in fields, but at least everyone appears to be having a good time. Let it roll. Thank you for having me, no worries. Word of the wise, we do roleplay a fair bit here. Most of the other nobles, who are fairly regular, will have their own like little roleplay stuff they do. So please don't sweat it if you see people voting against the air quotes best interest of their faction. They're probably just doing it out of some roleplay aspect or another. But yeah, I've got my own roleplay. We'll cover it as and when it comes up. What ho, your highness! Some fine news for the common folk in the march. Oh, hooker lord's here as well. Welcome on in. Baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. A fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion. It's a peasant baby. Ew. 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 Would I send the Inquisition? No. I think I'll pay you all to just ignore it. You know? Peasants, ew. B for golden choice. The Queen has no time for peasant brats. This option was made for me. Ooh. Peasants. Alright, golden choice is on, so final countdown in chat. 3, 2, 1, try not to miss out. If you want to get golden choice and you've yet to vote, vote B. Well, it's only the commoners. They'll survive. But rumours of your coldness circulate among the common folk. Let it circulate. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs are their most famous warrior heroes. The patricians were champion gladiators for the arena. And the barons are for a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the March of Veterans. Dang. There's been a major scandal. Some of them were making up their military records. The medals were made of tin and the scars were from farming accidents. They won't come to the capital until this all blows over. You'll need to pick someone else. Yeah. I wait your verdict with bated breath. It's going to be the coastal gladiators. I will make the arrangements at once. This can happen. Yeah, all the different honor guards can have a scandal. Like the nuns who are meant to be silent can get caught having gone to a pub and singing rude songs about hedgehogs. I can't remember what happens to the gladiators or the chieftains option, the warriors. The ones for the counts, so they plagiarize poetry. So they all have stupid little reasons why they can't show their face at court. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Chief warriors could be caught being sober. I can't remember what one it is off the top of my head. I'd have to have a scratch my brain. Get the old noggin jogging. Alright, let's have a look-see. It's our first auction of the game. Chiefs burn down the church. There we go. I imagine, oh, are the gladiators, do they rig a gladiator match or something? Chiefs burn down a church. Gladiators were match fixing, yes. There we go. Cool, we got there in the bottom. So, yeah. The nuns sing a rude song about a hedgehog. The knights plagiarize their poetry. The veterans falsify their military records. The chiefs burn down a church, and the gladiators fix a match. Chiefs did nothing wrong. Never do. Never nothing wrong. Alright, looking at the auction. So first auction of the game. It's a tug of war for authority as far as schemes are concerned. If for some reason you want authority to go up, D, the monument. Give yourself a big fat D with the monument here to boost authority. If, however, you want authority to go down instead, E, the theatre, will give you that. As for myself, I want military up, and so A, the fortress, could be quite tasty. If anyone would like to do anything nice for me. Here's the list of everyone and how much money they've all got. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Any bids on other items will be refunded back to you. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there's 10 seconds left. You don't burn down buildings in the north. Yes, that's suboptimal. Buildings are meant to protect you from the weather, not burn down. All right, 10 seconds. Go, go, go. Don't miss out if you're waiting to snipe. Now's the time. Get a wiggle on. All right, I hope we all made it. We got B, the Grand Bazaar. Very bizarre. And E, the theatre. Oh no. Wait. Oh wow. Does this mean the Chiefs are going to get pushed back? Oh, maybe at the end of all this. Popular priest finding a spouse, dancing fever. I don't know what the popular priest is about. Baron Ilawa stands before you, hopping frantically from one foot to the other. The plague, your majesty, it's spreading. Why, I think I've been afflicted myself. Whoa. Bang, bang. Askatosh, thank you for the follow. I play King of the Castle every Saturday and Sunday. At the minute, we're just trying out a new start time. Start time would have been an hour and 15 minutes ago, with a half-hour window for the first people to come and join us. But yeah, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're having fun. The plague, Your Majesty! The plague! It's spreading! Why, I think I've been afflicted myself. You think I should do something about it, I assume? Ah, you need to do something or we'll all dance ourselves to death. This may look fun, but trust me, it's anything but. I mean, we're gonna do something. This is impacting real people today. I'm having fun, hoping to catch more streams in the future, but you never know. Yeah, that's fine. I stream a lot of other games. I'm a variety streamer, so... we can order nobles to hide in their castles or hire a wizard. Getting infected with the plague is such a stinky peasant move. It is, isn't it? What? Are you sure you're a noble? Nobility doesn't get the plague. What's wrong with you? All right, we're leaning towards hiring a wizard. I think that's gonna go through. But yeah, I've been playing a bit of Ark Raiders recently. As well as a variety of other shoot-'em-up games. Bit of Dark Tide and a bit of Forever Winter. Waiting for the wizard, you wonder if your foot tapping is of impatience or infection. When she finally arrives, Pestia is clad, tightly wrapped in black silks and wears a face mask that resembles the skull of a giant rodent. Her voice is dark and croaky. I heard you were having a plague problem, Your Majesty. Not just any plague, it's a dancing plague. That explains the bouncy watchman on the way in. I thought he was happy to see me. Not every day I get to see such a warm welcome, you can imagine. I'm an expert in plagues and pestilence, but not of the dancing kind. You must know something that can help. You have hired me, so I'll do what I can, but I make no promises. As Pestia leaves the throne room accompanied by a cloud of flies, you pray to the ninth god that she will find a cure soon. Pestia Bestia, save us. Best wizard, by the way, everyone. Alright, what is a popular priest? Oh. Oh. This is a bit of a rare one. I would not normally interfere with the Archbishop's dealings, Your Majesty, but I'm a bit concerned about his popularity in the coast at the moment. They do love the church over there. Your authority has been slipping recently, I'm afraid to say. It's only natural that the people turn to alternative leaders. In this case, it's the Archbishop. Perhaps the other nobles could be convinced to help. I'm sure a few of them are jealous of the attention the Archbishop lavishes on the patricians. I reckon, right. Allow the Archbishop to continue to do as he pleases. I think that's the way I'd lean. Oh, Arrow, welcome. Sorry, there you are. You're in the Barrens. There we go. Oh, and Gwen Taras has joined us as well. Who else? Mego Lego. Hey. All right, have I seen everyone now? Yes, I think I have. I've turned it off so the exclamation mark things won't show up in the shared chat, which is what I'm reading. But there we go. Welcome on in, everyone. I'm gonna do golden choice on D. Yeah, give me the D. I don't want to impose on Archie. Archie has every right to do what Archie wants. Right, let me just get a fresh drink quickly. Golden choice on D, everyone. Oh, Coca-Cola. Oh, did the mic pick up the sound of me breaking open the can? All right, final countdown for votes. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Just got here and alt tapping the sign. Yeah, let's open up the sign while I have my first sip. Here you are. We got Queen Titus II, courageous, manipulative, and a complete snob. Me and all my homies hate peasants. That's the way things are. Oh dear. Alrighty. The Archbishop continues his politicking with neither heed nor hindrance. Meanwhile, your inability to control the church is noticed not just by the coast, but all across the kingdom. Let him politic to his heart's content. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I've rolled a D3 and I get a 3. Anyone? Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscapes and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant queen and a warrior who will overthrow her. This isn't what the prophecy says would happen. Right, wasn't there supposed to be a tyrant queen saying about drowning the kingdom in blood? Aye, keep your hat on. We're not there yet, but she needs a bit of encouragement, that's all. A few more executions, unjust imprisonments, that's the sort of thing. Then the prophecy will be fulfilled and Harley will rise. Oh no, we should find another stone. Find a better stone. The chief's aim is to raise authority to 5 or more. Only at 3. This is it's pretty rough. Pretty rough and ropey. Alright, I see of no reason to do anything than triple common tax. Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in rural areas. They're attacking villages and travellers all across the region. Beasts, you say? Can't you deal with them yourself? They're not mere beasts, Your Majesty. They're great hulking creatures, clearly twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The Northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are a dark omen, a sign of the end. That's below. What's got into these so-called chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your August Majesty. No one wants to march up to the frozen north for something like this. Then what am I to do? Point of order, Your Highness. Though the Church's presence in the north is minimal, we could provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome, whether they're adherents to the true God or not. It's the least we can do. Or if you can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis. Oh shit, if only we could use the accounts as a goat for this magical mess. Oh, okay. I don't want the mercenaries, because, you know, that's a lot of money for peasants. Oh, Christ. Oh, Teeny! Hey, welcome on in. Thank you for resubbing. 18 months. It's been a year and a half with you already. Damn. Thank you very much. Crap, that was supposed to be a separate message. Wait, what was? Oh, the join sheet. Yeah, there you are. Welcome on in. All good. Welcome on in. Teeny, Teeny. Where are you, Teeny? Are you in the Chiefs? No? Wait. Oh, yeah, there you are. Eyes don't work. Welcome back to the Chiefs. Let's see. Yeah. The Northerners can fend for themselves. They can go cower in the church. And nobody wants to march all the way up to the north. Ain't got time for that, just for these peasants. Alright, where is everyone? What's up? The North is in crisis and you're all just sitting on it. Gambling here? Oh, wait, oh, okay. Hey, Final Park, welcome. Alright, I'm going to do a final countdown. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Oh dear God, what was that? Hello everyone. Hey, everyone say hello to Final Park in chat. Welcome on in. Hey, hey. The Chiefs match? Wait, are they? Oh God, they are. You explain that pest control is not usually part of the Queen's mandate, but the Chiefs do not agree. Strange beasts continue to ravage the northern countryside, continually eluding any soldiers sent after them. At the very least, their attacks lessen with time. Eligible options, contested wreck. Let's do that. An opportunity, Your Highness. A curse ship sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Curve vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait. Askatosh, what's up? It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters by the knife. In fact, it's closer to our city of Hyphos than any of yours. But you seeded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You're having money problems. Your Highness, esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. Okay, we should do something. Alright. Say hi to the chiefs. Golden choice on a... Let's get all the chiefs a little extra love. Vote A for golden choice. The chiefs can salvage the ship and chill out a bit. I'll support the chiefs as long as my package is given to me, sure. If this fail, it's, you know, it's one of them things. The 30% failure chance on this is actually like a 50%. I swear I see this fail so often. But at least the chiefs will be happy. There. Alright, final countdown and then we'll move on. 3, 2, 1. What? But it's our waters. Move over. The council's word is final, isn't it? But the operation doesn't ever get off the ground, so to speak. The reefs where the ship sank are dangerous and full of sharks. After dozens of divers go missing and are presumed eaten, the whole thing is called off. Well, the important thing is they were just peasants, okay? Sad face, I told you. It's not, there's no way it's 70-30. It's actually 50-50. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. I know. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see them. Before we get on into it, what do we want? What do we want from a significant other, a spouse? Someone brave, someone with a bit of a dark side, maybe, because we're manipulative. Definitely, we don't want anyone that gets along with the peasants. In fact, the worse names the peasants call them, the more we like them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is all firstborn son of the Northern Gwentaris clan, from what I've heard. He knows exactly what he wants and will do whatever it takes to get it. Strangely enough for a Northerner, he's an enthusiastic convert to the worship of the knife god. He's an incredibly driven person by all accounts, gets up at the crack of dawn each morning and goes for a swim. Him being driven and knowing what he wants, I mean, that's kind of nice. Vaguely positive, not a strong contender, but definitely in the runnings, especially if the other 2 completely shit the bed. And it goes, we have Camilla, a wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Mego Lego Rose estate. She wasn't originally the heiress, but the elder sister had an unfortunate accident. Okay. Interested, typical of the coast, money, and making more of it, and apparently she has a dark side. I don't know much more about that. What was the chief one again? Being driven and going for... I think the Pat is winning. Finally, with the Marches offering Johanna, scion of the prestigious Arrow Ace bloodline. A timid woman, not the kind that does well in the palace, bless her. Does well in the march, bless her. Perhaps the palace would suit her better. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. Nor is she actually. She walks with a limp ever since she shot herself in the shin, tried to hit a ferret. Great, we got a cryberry baby here who shoots herself in the foot. Ugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I have made my decision. It's got to be the lady from the coast. Not the March's finest offering, truly. Sorry about going quiet, help me. Oh, no worries, Ace. It's all good. Excellent, I shall make the arrangements. Yeah, there we go. Pat's happy. So it's at the end of the season? I think it is. In the dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. It could be Time Whopper, don't worry. Good news, my friend. The palace officials have been more accepting of my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. What are you getting in return? Oh, not much. A better seat at the council chamber, access to the Queen's rooms when she's out, that sort of thing. The coastal tax collectors will be much more easygoing in the future. But the important thing is that the Queen's staff are getting used to selling the principals to the highest bidder. So what's next? The palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the Chancellor and the rest of the Queen's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the Queen. If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the Queen as an incompetent fool and be much more open to our bribes. To advance this scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Eee. We are going to take Iron Choice, absolutely. Chief's Whopper is wanting to rebel already. Let's go Pestia returns and the beast attacks, and finally the royal wedding. Your Majesty, I have returned. Tell me you can fix the plague, please. I'm afraid it's far too late to contain the spread. It's clear this was caused by an irresponsible use of magic, not by flea or rat. Still, there's a few options. I can inoculate your highness and household for a small fee. Then you can wait out the rest of this plague in peace. What are my other options? I can also attempt to break the original spell. I discovered it came from a monastery of all places, deep inside the march. It'll be a difficult procedure, you understand, very risky, and I will require further compensation. It's just money, money, money. Who was responsible for the original spell? As I said, it came from a monastery, and it was clearly an amateur playing with magic. Nothing serious. Probably a nun who was jealous of her sisters. Imagine that. A dancing nun. The hills are alive. The sound of music. given that you cannot see her face, you're not sure if Pestia is expecting you to laugh at this or not. Oh, that's a singing nun. Doesn't she dance as well? I guess. I don't know. I'm doing my best, okay? I'm doing my best. Doing my best here. You know what? Break it. She mostly spins on the spot. I mean, I didn't say she was a good dancer. Pestia is quick to start her ritual, gathering many extravagantly expensive ingredients that look like they were fished out of a sewer. The ceremony is a brief affair, but the stench of it leaves the palace unbearable. You worry it may never go away. The plague breaks overnight. People weep openly in the streets as their torment comes to an end. The whole kingdom celebrates with a day of rest, known from now on as the Day of Stillness. There is no dancing as part of the festivities, however. They've had enough of that. There we go, we did it. We broke the plague. You must do something about this wild animal problem, Your August Majesty. It's getting out of control. What a wild animal problem? Great beasts have migrated from the north and are ravaging our crops. I wouldn't rule out the possibility of a ploy by the chiefs. Those heathens have no respect for their neighbours. I tried to warn you. You can't blame us for this. Settle down, both of you. We shall just have to vote on the issue. I mean, let the patricians deal with it themselves. Summon the navy. I'm going to go iron choice on this one because my authority is shocking. Please vote for B so we can have a punch up with the beasts. The Earthranda are about. All right, that's good. Is iron choice not golden? Yes. You do your best to diplomatically explain to Lord Patrician Ascatosh that your hands are tied. Ascatosh. Why am I so bad at reading? But he is none too happy. That's fine. Wait, oh, the authority rocked up and down? Oh. The ghost soldiers beat back the tide, but not before suffering losses they won't soon forget. 999. Your wedding to Camilla is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part, instead of getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Camilla at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do, Archbishop, I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Camilla, refuses to dance at all, preferring instead to brood in the corner. Skr, no worries. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you again. Ma rebellion. No, Whopper, no rebellion. But yeah, take care. Everyone say goodbye to Aska in chat. Godaku, welcome. By the time you find yourself alone with Camilla, it's past midnight and you never felt more tired. Did you see the 8 crows perched on the church tower as we walked to the cathedral? A dire omen. Oh, perhaps you're right. The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. Ugh. Who'd want to be a commoner? What do you know? You're the queen. Life is so easy for you. Everyone does what you say, but for me, oh, life is perpetual misery. Nobody understands. Not even my queen. Camilla pulls away from you and retreats to a spare bedchamber, slamming the door. You're left feeling a little depressed and dreading what married life will bring. What a bummer. Okay, well, we're doing fine, I think, really. Deep in the forest of the March, Baron Shadowmoon has gone a boar hunting with a few of their close friends. You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold! Your Highness! What are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Ha ha ha! Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the Queen, it's a peasant who's the Queen's spitting image. Great God. And just in time. The Spy Master trusts us and we can move on to the next phase. Kidnapping the Queen and putting this fool in her place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos. Uh-oh. Bad enough that the Queen's abduction can slip past unnoticed. Next stage of their scheme, the Barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Uh-oh. The Barons and Pats working together. Could be rough. Alright, let's start with this one. Ufranda's here. Your Majesty, the creatures that have been ravaging our countryside. They are Ufranda. Bless you. Ufranda, your greatness. People of the north turned into horrible creatures through ancient ritual. Werebeasts. Oh, we should act swiftly then. Wait, your Majesty, there's something else you should know. The Ufranda, they're fanatics. They attack us because they believe they have turned against the old gods. The Archbishop is incensed, but you calm him with a wave of your hand. A vote must be called. I don't see why we would negotiate with beastmen. We can ban all practices in the north or hunt them down. Seven to 2, this is pretty good. It's clear that the direct action must be taken. You ban worship of all but the ninth god in the north and strong-arm the chiefs into enforcing the decree. Villages burned, shrines are destroyed. Families are turned against one another, and anyone who's suspected of aiding the Ufranda is hauled away by the Inquisitors. Soon they're coming after anyone with a slightly hairy chest. Excellent. As the Northerners begin converting in droves, the influence of the old gods wane, and the Ufranda with them. You hope it was necessary, as the chiefs are not likely to forget this anytime soon. That was not great, was it? Smile, Chief's rebellion's bang on, it's true. Titus, I had something I wanted to ask of you. What can I do for you, darling? As you surely know, I run a very successful jewelers guild back home in the coast. Current laws are a little restrictive for my trade, but lots of tariffs and regulations, you know how it is. I was hoping you could push for some changes in the council. Eliminate some of the import duties on Ateshi jewels, perhaps. A cunning plan. I think it's only fair. The other regions just can't compete with us anyway. Alright, let's see the council. Ah, marvellous, I'll see you there. Yeah, give my wife whatever she's asking for. Golden choice on A. 500 gold if you vote A, everyone. Bribery. Well played, my liege. Look, I just want my wife to stop crying. Being all pathetic. Alright, look, just give me some peace and quiet. Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom quick. Golden choice on A, everyone, if you've yet to vote. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone. This is immoral. This is corrupt. Ooh, shiny. Yes, yes, indeed. Shinies. The other regions are outraged by the clear nepotism that's taking place, but Camilla pays them no mind. As profits pour in, she even shares a portion of the income with the treasury. Lovely. Everyone's happy. Right, what do we got left? Mirak, is that the only one? Good. Lady Patricia Merlin. Welcome on in. Where are you? There you are. Welcome, you've shown up. Ninth above, your esteemed highness, one of the workers from my estate discovered something extraordinary. I was lost in the wilderness herding my sheep, and I ran out of water. I reached an inlet and it was salt water. I thought I was a goner. But then the voice of the knife god spoke. He said, drink and be sustained, for you are faithful. Then I tasted the water again. It was sweet. Are you sure it wasn't a hallucination? By the ninth now. Water has healing properties. It has. A single sip fixed my sprained ankle. A true miracle in the coast. This is marvellous news indeed. We must allow the kingdom's faithful access to these sacred waters, nay, the whole world. Wait a moment. For free, your esteemed highness? For free? Peasant miracles. I don't know. Seems pretty cringe. You know, if we're gonna make it free for everyone, I want authority. Kinda dislike it, but whatever. I had to use veto and golden joints on technically more important things. Seems pretty cringe. Queen Titus II. Peasant babbling. Seems pretty cringe to me. I don't know. Peasants are cringe, nobles are based. We know the rules. Oh dear. Alright, we are good. We're gonna charge pilgrims. As word spreads about the Knife God's blessing, pilgrims eagerly flock to the coast for relaxation and healing. But the peasants complain that since the Knife God spoke to a lowly shepherd, the site should be free for all. Some enterprising villagers sneak in to bathe in the waters, leaving only muddy footprints in their wake. Hey, the prophecy's back on. Back in the north, Chief Vivi's the Second's clan hall. A congregation of God speakers huddle around tablets. Praise Morgana. The tablets are genuine. Then the gods are good, and we are blessed, and Harley will be our monarch. All hail the Lord Render. Cheers circle the clan hall. A mug of ale is tipped over Harley's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the north alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Harley. The next stage of the chief's scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Alright, what are we looking at here? Wait, they must have what? Your own faith at 4 or less. Oh, okay. Currently at 4, so the chiefs are currently kind of ahead. Barons and patricians may want F the prison to lower stability. Chiefs may want D the observatory to lower their faith. Me, Percy, I'd quite like C the monument to get my authority up again, but you know, whether we have it or not, who knows? Here's a list of everyone and their money. I'm going to start the auction right now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Oh dear, what have we got? Let's see. F and A. Okay, prison and aqueduct. Why the aqueduct? Where are we going with that one? I mean, okay, more farming, I guess. Bang, 10 seconds. Okay, cool. So, faith goes down, as does stability. Now, the Chiefs need to have a big think and a big conversation amongst themselves, because they are currently winning. They are currently sliding ahead on their scheme. Your Highness, the scholars and great thinkers of the North have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of a horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a wheat eater, and it's revolutionizing agriculture. It'll be a great use to us in the march. Our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, as you know. We'll not share the designs with the likes of you, Marcher Leech. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Okay, Whopper. You know what? We cannot allow it. Break them down. Knock them down. We can't be letting the peasants have an easy life. Golden choice on D. Stop these peasants. They're supposed to be slaving away in the fields. Damn it all, I hate it when peasants have an easy life. Golden choice can't even sway you. You're literally like, no, 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 no. We want to pay. We want to pay for these designs. Take my money. I see how it is. Not even golden choice could fix it. A fair price, I suppose. Rewarded for their ingenuity. The Chiefs are satisfied, as is everyone else who produces brand new wheat eaters for their farms at lightning speeds. Some things are more important than gold, your Madge, if you say so. You know, I was happy to pay you to impose on peasants, but damn it. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. Flowers, baklava, welcome. It's not even from the north. Its name is Petronella and it bears a coastal flag. That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favourite picnic spot. My villagers discovered only one survivor on board. A coastal sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Oh, me head's killing me, has been ever since I woke up. Yeah, you look awful, you filthy peasant. Oh, I feel awful, Your Highness. I swear I didn't do anything, though. Last I remember, we were sailing on coastal waters, and then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. No, we must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship is on my land. You know what? I don't really care. I'm not going to spend money on a peasant, but other than that, we can do any of these three. All right, let's see. Okay, the chiefs and barons have spoken. We're going to investigate the wreck. Bah, why must we foot the bill? Because you're already pissed off with me, aren't you? The Adventurers Guild is always hungry for cash. They put together a ragtag band of their best explorers, led by a woman named Shania. We'll be back soon with news. Don't worry, we never fail. Your marriage to Camilla has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you made some good memories together. But there's no spark. She cares more about maximising profits than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. At least their marriage didn't end in adultery and divorce or murder. Let's make my youngest cousin my heir. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. Cool. We are pretty good. Somewhere in the march, Baron Shadow Moon sits at a banquet gnawing a greasy chicken leg. They and their fellow plotters discuss a scheme between mouthfuls. The kingdom's not exactly peaceful, but there's still no way we could stage an abduction of the Queen without being noticed. We need chaos. The Baron's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa. 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. You hear that? The screams, the shouts of dismay, the cackle of flames. No, all I hear is the sea lapping against the harbour walls. Exactly, it's terrible. The kingdom needs to be in chaos for our plans to work. The Queen's advisors are happy with her rule, but we can't have their loyalty yet. Believe me, I've tried. The Pat's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. I don't know about this one. I think common all, although I think we're a bit tight on money. Shania and her band of adventurers have returned from the wreck of Petronella, Your Majesty. But they bring bad news. Typical. We can only remember fragments, Your Majesty, like a half-forgotten nightmare. But I remember running down an endless labyrinth that twisted around me, coiling like a serpent. They couldn't reach the captain's cabin at the centre, but Chania is willing to return if we give her better equipment. Either get better equipment or just send them. Yeah, massive gamba today. Oh. Oh, wow. Better equipment, I guess. Lara's baklava acquires better quality compasses and map-making materials for Chania and her zealous adventurers. They rush off into the wreck at once. The chiefs tell anyone who will listen that the adventurers are sure to come back in one piece. Lord Patrician Super Guppy strides into the council chamber, brandishing a clay pot from which grows a long leafy plant with floppy yellow flowers. One of our expert farmers has discovered a new kind of plant, Your Majesty. I thought you might like to name this exciting new discovery. Royal Ivy. Majestic, that's like it. This stuff grows wonderfully fast. Tastes horrible, but the farm animals don't mind. I'd suggest we grow it on the coast as a livestock feed. Or perhaps it would make a nice addition to palace decor. A, B, or C, everyone. Get your votes in now. Why can't we spread it like the cheese machines? Well, I guess it just is the way that it is. It spreads alarmingly fast and pastures become known as the Royal Ivy Sea. Villagers claim you could walk for days and not reach the end. Your Majesty, there have been some strange rumours regarding a grand theatre recently built in the coastal city of Cowport. People are saying its unscheduled play is performed there at midnight, and anyone who watches it will die 6 days later. 7 deaths have already occurred. Sorry, did you say 6? I see and storm, Your Serene Highness. I went and saw that midnight play out of idle curiosity. That was for 5 days ago. It is very much something I'm worried about. Save me for the night's sake. Okay, I'll pay you to send in the High Inquisitor. Oh wait, no. Ooh. simply throw yourself into danger. Would I do it for this, though? This seems like a job to call on the expert for. Yeah. Vote C for golden choice, everyone. You really can't fight a mysterious curse. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, why would I go myself? I can't really punch it, can I? Can I punch the theatre? If I punch it hard enough, will it fall over and break the curse? There we go. I will not let you down, Your Majesty. I'll take a full team of my best Inquisitors. When the High Inquisitor returns from Cowport, she looks exhausted, but triumph gleams in her eyes. It was as I expected. A demon had made the theatre its nested ground. It was possessing the actors with holy water and incense, and the ringing of sacred bells we drove it away. I'm still alive. Thank you, High Inquisitor. I can't believe my luck. Lady Patricia Merlin died a few weeks later by falling off a horse. But everyone agrees it probably wasn't a demon related. The horse seems like a God-fearing beast. Salutes in chat, everyone. Is that our first death of the game? It is. Kill count number 1. Merlin II will join. Why, mate? You went to see a cursed play. That's what it was. Hold up. I got somebody making a noise outside. I'm just going to go check on that. All right. Okay. Someone's parked a big removal van across the street and is making a bit of a racket, but I don't believe any of it's coming through the mic. So we should be good. Chiefskin, it's not your good, thank you. Oh, yeah, we can hear it. Oh, we can't hear it, sorry. Yeah, no, I just heard it all. Like, what the hell's going on? A lot of thumping and bumping going about outside. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see. Body unearthed? Oh, for the ship. Okay, yes. Chief Flowers Baklava has their servants bring in a stretcher into the council hall. Chenia and her adventurers have returned from the wreck of the Petronella, Your Greatness. What happened? They reached the hold of the shipwreck and found this. The other nobles recoil in horror. It's a corpse that is almost human, encrusted all over with ice crystals and embedded into its flesh. Despite the heat of the lamps, the crystals remain solid and glittering. We think it was once a wizard. Could be the source of the wreck's teleportation and associated memory problems. We must handle this carefully, Your Highness. We don't know what to do with the remains. Can a wizard's body be destroyed at all? Hell's bells, what is that? This is a wizard. Oh crap, we don't want iron choice. You know what? We're going to build a massive funeral pyre and burn that body. Golden choice on B, everyone. Just burn it. Burn it with fire. Amber it shall be. There we go. Golden choice on B. I'm ready with the torch. Excellent. Frozen wizard might get cranky if set on fire. I think it's an ice wizard who's dead. Right? Alright. Be at the ready in case it comes back. I don't think it will. Let's find out though. Boom. Ice wizard, not nice wizard. No such thing as a nice wizard. Hey, look at that. Dry as the ship is, Zarek makes an excellent pyre. Rumour has it that when the torches are set, a spiralling tornado spreads up into the sky. After the ceremony, bountiful crops twine up from the ground before the spectators' eyes. The area is known thereafter as a place of good fortune. Way, we did it! We burnt a wizard! Yay! Curious curse. What's this? Oh no. A giant glass globe filled to the brim with murky water is wheeled before the council. The fishbowl contains Lord Patrician Askatoshk. Suspended in a liquid, he pokes his head above the surface. Your Serene Highness, glub glub. Most infuriating circumstances befallen me, glub glub. I can see that. I have been glub glub cursed by a sea wizard. He inflicted me with his glub glub gills, so I can't leave the water for more than a couple of glub glubbing minutes. What did you do to anger this wizard? I happen to own a tannery that is glub glub polluting some picturesque beach he likes. Am I supposed to glubbing no? I demand you arrest this maniac and force him to glub remove these gills. You know what? Politely ask the wizard to reverse the curse. Politely. Vote B. Iron choice on B. I cannot believe the sender wizard a hamper of fine cheeses. He's in the running. No, we burnt an ice wizard. The ice wizard doesn't show up in the story other than as a corpse. There's a different wizard who's a sea wizard. Alright, well, jobs are good, and I guess. As your soldiers close down a tannery and destroy its vats, the nearby beach returns to its former beauty and Lord Patrician Askatoshk recovers from his curse. Sure, a few hundred jobs are lost, but it's a small price to pay. Lord Patrician Ascatosh appears in the council a few days later, back to his old self. There's a case of the hiccups that will persist for several months. Okay, we're good, we're good. Your Majesty, 2 barons are on their way home from an epic hunt and seek shelter for the night. In exchange, they're willing to gift you a rare trophy and provide meat for an extravagant feast if you so wish. They can stay, but I don't feel like a feast. You invite the barons and their retinue into the palace and exchange pleasantries before turning in for the night. But later in the night you hear strange noises coming from their quarters, like a pig squealing and snorting. What in Celeste did they bring here? What is it? Investigate the noise. You creep down the corridors and push open the door. Who was it last week? The former barons stand before you, transformed into hideous porcine beasts that stand on 2 legs with snouts, tusks, and floppy pink ears. Your Majesty, it is Baron Final Park and Baron Shadow Moon. Don't look at us. What the devil is wrong with you? It was the meat, my liege. We hunted and butchered an ancient legendary beast. We were told it was cursed, but... we were told devouring the beast, the spirit of the forest itself, would bestow great power. We never thought this would be our reward. Don't worry. I'll keep your secret. Thank your Majesty, 1,000 thanks. We think this transformation is temporary, but it may return in the future. Not to worry. We'll find ourselves a cure when we get back to the march. Just be quiet, lest you wake someone else. They nod furtively and scramble out of the room. The next morning you part ways with the barons, who look like ordinary humans again. It's not obvious if the curse was temporary or merely hidden during the day. They thank you for the hospitality, giving you some of their hunting trophies, including the pincers of a colossal crab from the coast known as Heart Pincer. Alright. Boom. Ooh, chiefs might pass their thing next. Yikes. Powering vines, pagan prophecies, your heir. Okay, we're getting to the end. Our lovely royal ivy is flourishing, which is wonderful, but a few naysayers are concerned, your majesty. Which is ridiculous. The vegetation only swallowed a few villages is all perfectly fine. Put the farmers to work. Toil, farmers, toil. Manage that growth. No, you fools. It's already destroyed villages. Oh, then again, I don't care that much. I just want to see the peasants work. Told you it's kudzu. Okay, alright, let the royal ivy flourish, I guess. Fine. As the royal ivy continues its honourable spread across the coastal fields, the farm animals are happy to have so much to eat. A few peasants are lost to the royal ivy sea, but you can't please everyone. The Northern Chief's Godspeakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. Well, what do I care about some pagan prophecy?
As much as I appreciate your devotion to the ninth god, this is quite important.
What she means to say is the chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many Northerners believe it. Cut to the chase. What should I do?
You must ensure the faith in the ninth god is strong across the kingdom. It will be our best defense against the pagans.
Right. Or invent a counter prophecy. Golden choice on B. We got the counter prophecy that says your prophecy is stinky. Your prophecy is the peasant prophecy. We have the true noble prophecy. 500 gold, golden choice on B. Wow, that was close. You have your scholars and theologians discover another prophecy which contradicts the first, written on an older stone found in the same archaeological site. The northern commoners are not sure who to believe. You bought yourself some time. The chief stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My cousin and adopted child. The assembled nobles break out in polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir? What is their name? Titus number 3. Gods are good, your greatness. I'm sure little Titus III will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Okay, we're doing alright here. Got another auction. Chiefs may want to see the observatory to lower their faith. The others maybe B, the prison to lower stability. I don't really know. I'd quite like A, the monument to help shore up our authority, but I doubt we're going to get that. Alright, here's a list of everyone and their money. We're going to start the auction. Now, type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect. Everything else will get refunded back to you. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Oh dear, oh lordy, 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 lordy. B&A? Prison and monument? Okay, that's nice, I like that. I appreciate the gesture. Oh. Boom, 10 seconds. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Right, did it actually happen? Oh wait, no, the chief's got in. Okay. I see. All for apprentices. Let's have a look.
Bad news, Your Majesty. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Busseldorf.
Ace, who is it?
I believe it's Gordius, the Stone Talker.
Why is this a problem?
He's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking common folk from all over the march are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants. I, Weldris II, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those villagers are no match. I'll be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help.
Yeah, we've had, what, 4 different wizards in this run?
We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interests. Assemble the council. Cheers, my liege.
Weldris, do you want to go? Do you want to go, and are you willing to give me money? We haven't seen Briz. We've seen Pestia. We just had an event with, is it Sampson? I can't remember the name of the sea wizard. We've had, not bothered, I like having money more. Okay, we can ban you from it. We'll forbid you with golden choice. Scrampton, that's it, sorry. So yeah, Scrampton was about, and the Dead Ice Wizard, who I don't know if they're named anywhere. I don't think they are. Boom. Forbid Weldris II from travelling to Busseldorf for 500 gold. Yeah, Pestia. Yeah, I've already... Did I mention Pestia? I think I did. Yeah, so Pestia, Ice Wizard, Scrampton, and now Gordius. So all we're missing... May be wrong, but I remember the Ice Wizard's name. Lurks, that's funny. Because the Ice Wizard has the ward to make people forget things. We haven't had Brisk, and we haven't had... Who's the Storm one? Moral. I bet the other wizards would know the Ice Wizard's name. Yeah, but they don't like him. There's also the Horse Wizard and the Turnip Wizard, but they are just like the Ice Wizard, ain't sharp in one event. Let me check. No worries. Yeah, if there is, see if you can find it.
Cheers, Your Majesty, for not bowing to this power-hungry fool. Have you excuse me, I must deal with this troublesome wizard. So a noble can't enter into a years-long blood pact to become an all-powerful demigod without council approval? Whatever happened to so-called freedom?
And the newly graduated wizard lack. Ooh. Plus the merchant wizard. Oh yeah, the merchant wizard, yes. Former apprentice who bailed before getting killed. Okay. Isn't Lack the... Oh, I don't know. I don't think I ever met Lack. The bird song. Ah. Have I met her? You're as cold as ice, for God's sake. Gordius's presence in Busseldorf attracts all sorts of visitors, although the power of his latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. Unfortunate tidings, Your Esteemed Majesty. You know the chain where you paint puppies and kittens? Oh. Except we don't get it because everyone keeps calling the Inquisition or painting puppies and clowns. Wait, what? Oh, wait, it wasn't our witch? Is that an actual wizard? I think I've seen it once. Now I'm curious. I want to... Well, next time it comes up, give me a shout, Morgrim, and we'll have a look at it. She's actually a wizard, as you learn if you talk with her. She gets mistaken for a... Oh, okay. I just burnt her as a witch, I think. Oops. Unfortunate tidings, Your Esteemed Highness. It's the Royal Ivy. It's been swamped by the whole of the coast. Peasants are being swallowed alive by the accursed plant. They grow sleepy in the fields in the blooming flowers, and it devours them. Witches? No. We can burn it all, or, you know, survival of the fittest. Let's see if the peasants survive. But she's a young and newly graduated one, so she can't pull off quite as much as the big five and get you into a lot of strife. Okay. Time to test my military. Rolls up sleeves. Time to burn the plants. I did not know that. So there's technically 10 wizards in the game. The 5 main ones that show up quite often for events. You got the merchant, the ice wizard who's dead, potentially a turnip wizard, potentially as well the horse wizard, and this other wizard who I didn't know about. We're talking about mentioned wizards. Yes. The Cloaked City is full of them, right? Brush clearing teams sweep through the coast. Smoke hangs heavy in the air for weeks. Fields of other crops are lost in the blaze. Eventually the vegetation dies back and the buildings are reclaimed. But the tales of the people being devoured by the vegetation remains, and wise peasants avoid the area altogether. Alright, your ambition, it's time. In the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. Looks like you plan on living up to those words. The kingdom's army is stronger than ever before. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your nobles' scheming for good, we have to build on that reputation. The Marshal has ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, take command of their armies, and force them to submit. Or if you're looking to unite the nobles rather than smash them, you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. They'd forget their schemes if you win. It also suggests that wizards teaming up can be terrifying since they have a whole city-state under their control. And the Big Five can't manage that. They keep killing people around them. Yeah, I think I've got 2 theories about that, right? Either the 3 wizards somehow do something that nullifies their collective magical impact, or they sort of like rule it remotely. So they're like far enough from the main city and far enough from the farmland. Like maybe they rule it from atop a big mountain or atop a massive tower or something. So that their magical powers don't influence and cause as much chaos as they do. But, you know, I quite like the idea that the three of them have cottoned onto some sort of pact or ward or another that allows them to nullify each other's nonsense. You know? Like, one of them's vibrating left to right, the other's vibrating right to left, and they just sort of cancel each other out on the magical spectrum or whatever. But yeah, no, we are going, everyone, for the authority. We are manipulative, we have an authority archetype. So, once more, crush those plotting nobles. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin putting together my plans. But of course, it won't be easy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall military as much as you can, and of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Harley, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue. And that's with Morgana as my witness. I hereby crown you the monarch in the north, the Lord Render, soon to be monarch of all the kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, the chosen of Altar, glory to Morgana and to the north. The assembled chiefs roar out in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false queen in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. Oh, right. Lure the queen to the north and sacrifice her in a pagan ritual. That involves lowering your own defiance. Or sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods and call upon them to intervene for farming. I mean, there is a game that I was tempted to stream at some point that was all about wizards, actually, now that I think about it. What was it? It's a strategy game. What was it called again? I think I've got it installed, so it shouldn't be hard for me to find. Shoto Mate. Not Master of Magic. I'm drawing a blank, but I did have a game. Oh, not Spira Sorcery. What was it called? I'll have to dig that one up. It was a strategy game, right? Spell Force, there it is. Spell Force. Hey. Yeah, maybe I'll try that at some point. God damn it. That wasn't worth me taking all that time to look that up. There we go. Sorry all, I got distracted. So it will be. Send out the word. Every citizen of the land must provide a goat for the great butchering. But first, we drink in honour of the gods. More cheers erupt through the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. A lot of goats will need to die. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must raise their farming to 10. Alright, we're good. We're good with common taxes. A winter chill, a letter of thanks. Okay. Taurus Bloodzer, hello. Oh. March of winter has been especially cruel this year, your highness. I can still feel it in my bones. Ha! You barons don't know the meaning of the word cold. Your majesty, this is no joke. Settle down and warm up. It's not just about me. In the March, the river's frozen and people won't work for fear of frostbite. My butler touched an iron fence post and lost an entire finger. Well, my chiefs, I'm going to pay you. One last time. One last golden choice. Clear the snow and ice. I'm going to go to the bathroom and back. Whoa. Winter is clothing. That's why we're butchering the goats. Wait, what? Ah, dear. All right, 13 votes. Is that everyone? That's probably everyone. We're going to move on. Golden choice. There you go. Enjoy your money. Hey, successful. Northern mercenaries soon arrive in the march and get to work. They clear vast swaths of snow and ice with shovels and pickaxes, though the air's still chilly. The marcher peasants quickly grow more confident about leaving their homes. Soon merchants come and go more easily, markets set up again, and citizens waddle from stall to stall wrapped in huge furs. The march is well on its way to recovery. Your Majesty, a letter for you. Chancellor hands you a small tattered envelope. On the back is a seal you don't quite recognise, but you're sure it's from the march. Esteemed Highness, recently you hosted us when we were in need. You'll be pleased to know we've been cured with the help of a powerful witch of the woods. Please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude. We will always be in your debt. Chancellor hands you a small cedarwood lockbox. Inside are a number of gold coins and a ruby-encrusted silver brooch. I believe it's for me. You marvel at the beautiful brooch, wondering whether the two accursed hunters could have found it. Whatever the case, it will make a nice addition to your treasury. Very good. Very nice. Alright. Here we go, everyone. Ambition time. Send me positive vibes only. You've done some redecorating in the throne room, anticipating your future as an iron-fisted tyrant. When the marshal walks in, she whistles appreciatively. I know what you've done with the place. Lots of chains and spikes. Is that a working Iron Maiden? Why don't you step inside and try it out? I'd rather not. You must be doing well if you've got the marshal laughing nervously. But that's nothing. You pull a lever in your throne and the trapdoor opens just to the marshal's left. Beneath it is a pit full of writhing snakes, all deadly, of course. Classic. Let them try and vote against you now. She composes herself. I've been surveying the troops across the kingdom. Alright, how are they looking? 90%. The troops are looking good, your majesty. The mercenaries on the coast are primed and ready for action. Now the key is to make sure the armies are loyal to us, not to their region. Easier said than done, of course. I need to speak to some of the ordinary soldiers, grease some of the palms, smoke some cigars, reminisce over old war stories. They don't respect the council any more than I do. But at the end of the day, your majesty, it'll come down to how much they respect you. That evening, she rides out to meet with the kingdom soldiers and get a lay of the land. Let's wait for her to return. When she returns, oh no. When she returns, the marshal looks frustrated. She unstops a whiskey flask and takes a long, fierce swig. Damn it, the soldiers have no interest in turning against the council. What a waste of time. You need to get their respect somehow. I don't care how. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's authority as much as possible. In the next 2 seasons, the challenge will decrease with difficulty with each failed attempt. We're good. We're good. No one's gonna rebel, right? What the bloody... More wizards? More wizards? Comet sighting, sigils and stones. Right, let's start. Let's start with this one. Your Majesty, unfortunately there have been some strange thing happening at my newly built observatory. I'd rather keep it quiet for now. The other nobles can be so judgmental. I don't want people to think I don't have a grip on my own observatory. Tell me more. Odd symbols are being painted on the bricks of the observatory. No one knows where they're coming from, but those who look at them for too long grow restless and feverish and must flee. No, the council must hear of this. Teenybert sides and heads to the council chamber. We gotta figure this one out, everyone. Send troops to guard the area. Iron choice on B. Wait, no, we don't want that. Golden choice on B, I'll pay you. Send in the military. Again, you turn down the golden choice. Oh yes, a standard bribe. Well played, yes. Jolly good show, old chap. What are you on about? Most barons are traitors. They're voting with me, right? Continue on. Let's have a look. Teeny Burt calls upon her clan warriors to guard the observatory. They're professional enough and send detailed reports back. Right now, the only notable visitors are scholars, stargazers, and the occasional stray cat. But the guards vow to keep an eye on things. Excellent. More troubles in Busseldorf, Your Highness. Ever since that stone-twisted monster Gordius took up residence there to train his apprentices, the surrounding fields have withered. The soil is turning to stone, and a number of common folk have been struck with leprosy. Assemble the council. Cheers, my liege. If we're going to assemble a militia, then for the love of God, give me some authority for it. Time for the military? Well, we'll see if it does shine. Could be a bit rough. But okay, here we are, 75%. Everyone's great surprise. Oh, the suicidal mission actually works. Whether Gordius was truly afraid or simply couldn't be bothered to fight, you never know. Regardless, he and his apprentices clear out of Busseldorf when they see the troops coming. Hopefully you haven't just made a powerful enemy. That's good. Pretty good, right? Blood-red comet was spotted over the night sky over the march, Your Majesty. The peasants are claiming it is a terrible omen. Well, what's up, Nilawa? The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? It's just peasants being peasants, isn't it? For a few weeks, the march is gripped by panic. Riots break out in the streets. Soothsayers wander the land for telling doom. Silly peasants. Okay. So stupid. The kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend for us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the Queen in full beauty on a guarded palace watch? Gordius throwing a giant rock at us. No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. Lure the Queen to the march and abduct her there, raise own defiance, or manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the Queen during relief efforts. Lower own farming. What's it going to be, barons? What I quite like is the idea of a meteor coming to the planet. Gorgeous found out about it and left the town. And, just in time for the militia to show up and think they've won. Meanwhile, Scream It Comet is falling to the ground. Alright. Currently we got a tie. It could be A or B. Final countdown in chat and then we'll move on. There we go. Boom. We need to convince the Queen that the March is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, she'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. That's when we strike. One Queen enters the peace tent, the other Queen leaves. For the final stage of their scheme, the Barons must raise their defiance to at least 5 without starting a rebellion. Sitting on a bench outside the Sunbleach Villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme, along with some other faces the Queen might recognise. Greetings, Lady Patrician. I'd like to introduce you to some friends of mine. Good afternoon, noble patricians. A pleasure, as always. Hello, this place, it smells like fish. Wow, you found my colleagues. Arguments most persuasive, then. Indeed, Lady Patrician Morgrim made some excellent points about the Queen's incompetence. The most persuasive part was a giant bag of gold. Unfortunately, the Spy Master and Chancellor still remain beyond our grasp, but these 2 are in our pocket. We can do great things. We just need to decide our approach. Okay, we can either A, for the patricians, bankrupt the kingdom by lowering the treasury, or B, bring down the Queen in a bribery scandal, which involves raising others' defiance. That would be a touch, wouldn't it? Okay. So after all this, our plan is to make the Queen look like the corrupt one? Yes, after all, isn't her court absolutely rotten with bribes and scandals? Worse than it's been in centuries. Of course it is, and we're to blame. The general public doesn't need to know that part. We just need to ensure the other nobles hate the Queen enough to support our version of events. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise the other region's defiance to a combined total of at least 12, or ensure another region begins a rebellion. Hot damn. That's in a good spot to profit off the barons. Chiefs are like cusp of victory right there, but I think I might be able to do the ambition this time. Let's go to workers on strike. Your Highness, I need help with my common folk. The march is prosperous and living conditions are improving, but they still want more. They've gone on strike demanding better pay and fewer hours. Many have thrown down their tools and started squatting on my property. We need to figure this out immediately. Our firearm factories risk shutting down. I don't know about firearms, but I will pay you to send in the army. Vote A for Golden Choice and to flex our military some more. Can't be having peasants get ideas about things now, can we? All right, final call for the golden choice. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. The barons muster a few battalions of troops and move them into Komori Kitsune II's lands, hoping to break the strikes. They scatter the disorganized peasants easily. There's some bloodshed, but the workers soon return to their jobs, muttering rebelliously against the nobles and the crown. Perfect. Hey, Your Majesty, we can report that we found something beneath the Northern Observatory. There's a sickly pale man living there who hasn't seen sunlight in years. He's been sneaking out to draw those symbols under cover of darkness. He's saying that the symbols are protective wards to keep the building from harm. I'm not so sure. He seems harmless, but completely unhinged. Harmless? It's an evil magic is what it is. This warlock can only be cleansed with fire. Burn him or put him in prison. You decide. In jail it is. Okay, I think we're good. Northern troops haul the vagrant into prison. He immediately starts daubing more symbols on the walls with whatever he can lay his hands on. Still, he's harmless enough. The other prisoners take him under their wing, treating him as a bit of a mascot. Aww. Anyone who upsets our Inquisitor deserves to live. I'll ride out and speak to the soldiers again. Perhaps their respect for you has grown. Well, let's go through it. We chased off Gordius. We broke down the rebels who wanted to quit. And we hunted down a warlock. I think we did pretty good, right? We earned this one. When she returns, the marshal punches you in the arm so hard you almost puke. Oh. Cheer up, you drip. We've done it. The troops are with us. They're fed up with the council passing all these so-called namby-pamby laws. It's time for an iron fist to punch the kingdom back into shape. Over the next few weeks, soldiers from across the kingdom mutiny against their commanding officer and swear fealty directly to the Queen. Nobles beg for the council session to discuss the crisis, but you put them off, blaming the renovation of the council hall. Of course, there's one person you can't avoid, your wife. I feel a great darkness upon me to think that we're seizing control of the armies of my own people. They're not your people anymore. I suppose not. It still feels odd, but I trust you'll do what's right. At long last, you're sure the armies of the kingdom are in the palm of your hand. You allow the next council session to go ahead. The final council session. Marshal stands at your right hand, flanked by a garrison and city watch. Your honor guard flanks you on the other side, ready for anything. The nobles file in, one by one. Is that an Iron Maiden? Most of them are looking nervous, but Lord Patrician Mego Lego Rowe just looks angry. Your recent conduct has been outrageous, your esteemed highness, unforgivable. Delaying the council session, secret meetings with our soldiers, violating the feudal contract. My top officers have been killed in this little mutiny of yours. Let's call a vote right now. I'm ready to deprive you of your crown. No, scratch, I'm ready to deprive you of your whole head. Just pull the lever. Shall I pull the lever? Mego Lego Row. I'm sorry. We're pulling the lever. The trapdoor opens beneath Mego Lego Row's feet. With a strangled shriek, he falls into a pit of snakes. There is a moment of silence. Salutes in chat. Goodbye, Mego Lego Row the first. The second will join us. And we will advance the kill count one notch. Your Majesty, I'm sure we're all delighted to be here. Right, you lot. I don't think we need any more votes, do we? The Queen can take it from here. Of course, Marshal, of course. Indeed, I wouldn't want to do anything else unfortunate. The nobles shuffle out with their tails between their legs. You let out a joyful laugh. Some would even describe it as an evil cackle. But those people would be dissidents, and you deal with them harshly. Without the council holding your back, your daily duties are so easy, so efficient. Your firm grip on the kingdom will secure an excellent future for little Titus III when the time comes. Your reign of terror is here, but your future has only just begun. Righto, everyone, here's the deal. I'm gonna open up the sign so you can see things. This will be for Titus III. Monarch Titus III tomorrow is going to inherit either courageous or manipulative. Let's have a vote. Manage poll. New poll. Have a big read of what they are. You've got 2 minutes to vote in chat from here on out. All right, let's put it down and I'll read the book. The bookie book. All that remained of the Baron's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. The chiefs decided that the time must not have been ripe. The prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the god speakers who waited for the right omens to rise again. The patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption. But what's new about that? They failed to gain the throne and lost money in process. A bad investment. Queen Titus II's reign spanned another 15 blood-drenched years. The council couldn't defy her. Fearing a gruesome fate, it was a dark and fearful time for everyone but the Queen, who seemed to enjoy herself immensely, especially when spikes and thumbscrews were involved. There we are, Queen Titus the Tyrant. Okay. Married to Camilla of the Coast. Let's have a look. Vivi is the wealthiest at 8,300. Gadaku 700. Titus the Tyrant? Yeah. Titus 2 the Tyrant. And finally, oh my god, look at Monarch Titus the Third. Looks like we're going for manipulative. Much purple, look at that drip, I know. Alright, manipulative is the way forward. Let me just sort that out on my notes here. Monarch Titus the Third. We are looking good for tomorrow. Alright. That's sorted. I want him to live long and prosper. That looks like Alex's. Yeah, it does a bit. Teeny, goodbye. Everyone say goodbye to Teeny Bert in chat. We'll be turning over to a different game now. So I hope you all stick with me. I'm going to be starting. Auto-generated Titus the Third handsomely. Yeah, we've had a few good ones recently. Like, a lot of them come out looking a bit mismatchy, but I do like it when there's a bit of colour coordination in the game. Like the fact the eyes match the tunic and the hair matches the cloak. Mwah. Very good. Very, very good touch. But yeah, I'll be going over to Wildermyth now. So just give me a moment, everyone, and I will set everything up.